Hello, welcome back to the wonderful world of Skyrim. Earlier I got a comment from somebody, and they were saying that they were having an issue with the arrow farming exploit here in Solitude. I went to the Fletcher and I bought these bone arrows. If you don't know who the Fletcher is, it's a red guard named Viata. That guy right here. And if you have whatever edition they're on in Skyrim now, the newest edition that came out last year, and plus all the updates, he sells some really weird arrows sometimes, like them bone arrows that you normally wouldn't find on a character that's only at level 26. But hey, that's what they want to do with the game, so be it. Here we are, and here are the archers that we usually go and do the exploit on. Now, I'm going to do kind of like a long version of this exploit, because when you do the short version, as long as everything goes off without a hitch, you can get it done in like a minute and a half, maybe two. But there's always going to be like these little issues, problems that could possibly happen, especially when you have a character like this character that I'm using right now, who does not have any skills in sneak. If anyone's ever questioned how important sneaking skills are in this game, I can show you right here, right now with this character. I mean, this is going to be... It's going to be a while, because I know that I'm probably going to fail a couple times, so I'm guessing we're probably going to be trying to make this work for about, 4 or 5 minutes or so. So sit back, relax, and just watch the F-ups. I think it's important to show them, just so that newer players would understand this better. First thing I'm doing is I'm waiting until 8 o'clock, 8:30ish at night, because all the guards that are in this room right now, they're the day guards. They're switching out their shifts. In Skyrim, every NPC has a schedule, and it might vary from day to day, but it's always pretty much the same schedule every week. You notice that some of the guards kind of like faded in while others disappeared. That was just the game switching out the night guards for the day guards. We're going to give them another couple hours, and they're going to all start falling asleep. At this point, just kind of stay out of their point of view, because this is the game mechanics actually working. So we're going to go over to this little corner over here, away from everybody. We're going to give them an hour. I think maybe 2 hours. We go back, and you can see that most of them are sleeping. I think the one last guy is about to go back to sleep. And then all of this, of course, just sitting on his chair. Now, if we go to the back of the bunker room, most of the guards that are on the left-hand side, those are the ones that are usually working the targets with the bow and arrow. Most of the time I find them on the left-hand side. It doesn't necessarily mean that every time that I try to do this exploit that the guards will be on the left-hand side. It's just more likely that they're going to be on the left-hand side. You want a quick save here before you start trying to do this, especially if your character is really low with stealth and pickpocketing. You just go to whatever arrows you want, and you try to put them into the guard's pocket and see it didn't work there, so we're going to reload. And after the reload, we're going to try to do this again. It's kind of important to scum save, basically is what they call it here, because when your pickpocketing is low, you have a 50-50 chance, roughly, of succeeding or failing. So rule of thumb, if you want to make the exploit actually work, quick saving is kind of a must. And we're going to try it again. We're going to try to put a bone arrow into this character. Okay, it worked that time. We're going to quick save, get to the next guard, do the same thing. Let's see if we can steal his arrows. Nope, he woke up. Once again, pickpocketing is low, sneak is low. This is what happens. So we're going to reload again. And we're at that same guard that we're trying to... Oh, no, that's the guard before. We already got the bone arrow in there. It's this guard next. So let's try to steal his arrows again. Once again, didn't work. Quick save, load, you know the deal. I'll cut it out this time. All right, we're back again. Let's try it again. So, steal his arrows. Okay, quick save. Let's go over here and try to steal this guy's arrows. Steal his arrows. Now let's try to load these guys up with the bone arrows. So we'll try this guy first. Bone arrows. Let's try one in there. Woke up. All right. Load. Load your quick save. When editing videos, a lot of people take this stuff out because it's just repetitive, but I think it's really necessary to show this. All right, it worked that time. We quick save again. Go try to pickpocket this dude one more time. Let's quick save this time after we succeed with the pickpocket, so that if we fail with loading the bone arrows this time, well, we're one step up. And yep, we failed. So we'll do it again. Load your quick save. Go back. Go to the same guard. Give him a bone arrow or whatever arrows you're using, ebony, daedric, whatever. Yep, failed again. We're going to do it again, and we'll keep on doing this until it works. This game is a game that you just have a little bit of patience with, and it's a slow-paced game. Even with some of the exploits like this one, if it doesn't work right away, it's a slow-paced exploit. But I got pretty much all the guards, I think, on the left-hand side, except for maybe one. No, I got them all on the left-hand side. And I'm just going to take a gamble, and we will see if it's one of these guards on the left-hand side who decide to go back to the targets and start target practicing with the bone arrows instead of the steel arrows. So we're going to wait until the morning, then we're going to head outside, and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, rise and shine, everybody. There they go. Okay. Alright, let's start heading outside. These, if you notice that the guys who were shooting the targets last, they still have their steel arrows equipped. In theory, because we gave them the bone arrows, as soon as they go back out, you have to beat them outside. As soon as they go back out, the game should, as long as you beat them outside, should reset the guards so that when they're outside, the first thing that they pick up is whatever their strongest weapon is in their inventory. And in this case, it's going to be the bone arrows. So we wait an hour, and it worked. Because of the game mechanics, we don't have to do anything else. They already took out the bone arrows, and even though they still have the steel arrows from before, because we got outside before they did, the game defaulted them to equip the better arrows. Now, if that doesn't work, and you do give them like the bone arrows or ebony arrows or fire arrows, whatever it is that you were trying to give them, if they come back out and they're still using the steel arrows, because the steel arrows were equipped when you snuck whatever arrow you want to farm into their inventory, you're going to have to go and you're going to have to cause a bit of a scene. And in this case, the best bet to do this is to punch them. Now, it's going to cost about 40 gold after you punch them. By doing so, engages into combat, and then, by default, they will also take out whatever strongest weapon they have in their inventory, whether it's a arrow and a bow or if it's a sword. Either way, once you stop attacking them by holding the B button, or I think it's the square button on the PlayStation controller, once you hold that down, you drop your weapon, the guard will come out saying, hey, you violated the law or whatever, you go to jail or you pay for it, you pay the 40 gold, everything's perfectly fine again. But now that you antagonized the guards, they have their strongest weapons out. And sometimes when you start doing this, one or two of the bow and arrow people will stop actually shooting. You just kind of run into them and push them a little bit. Don't attack them, but just like run your character into them. They'll falter a little bit, and then they'll set themselves back into their default location, and they'll continue shooting the arrows that you now farmed from them. Anyway, hopefully this helped, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good evening. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below, all right? Bye for now. See you later.